Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome back to our sort of streamed partial Let's Play of Factorio. Can only go on and play for an extra hour and a half or so, and then we'll be calling it quits. We may or may not continue this Let's Play, I don't know. We got a pretty full schedule as is, but I really like this game. Although it is a bit slow-paced, perhaps, for recordings. So we'll see, but, you know, people really like Banished. So if they like Banished, they're going to like this, right? Why doesn't it show me what's in this box? There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Get you in there. Get some more research fed in there, which we should probably... Well, we don't need steel processing right now. Let's ignore the research for now. So, we want to set up our proper manufacturing setup over here. So, I think I'm actually going to tear a lot of this down. Because we're going to want... Well, I'm going to want to create more transport belts regardless. But we can also tear down a lot of what we already have. So I'm going to do that. Because these are going to go in the other direction than they currently are. And let me tear up a little bit of this too. Just to give me some more space. Oh good, we're going to be building at night. Yay! So we have long-handed inserters. Let's build a set of them. And then some more standard inserters as well. So we're going to want some of those too. Okay. Probably going to F this up the first time, so bear with me. So I'm going to want that. And then going down a long chain here, all along which we're going to do our smelting. Here, you can go down a little bit lower, that's fine. Actually, keep going down, that's okay. Well, it's probably too far. Let's figure this out here. That. Pick up what was there. I guess you're going to have to go a little lower. Again, at some point we're going to want a lot more smelters than we've got now. Or, sorry, boilers than we've got now. But for now, we just need to make sure these two boilers are getting all the coal they need. Make sure there's electricity down here, like so. And then what I'm going to do is empty them and ensure that they both scoop up coal as they come by to continue to be powered. Okay, so this is a long way down the chain, and to a certain extent this is going to be fighting our other smelters there, so we're not going to actually want to overdo how many furnaces we have here, because we don't want to run out of coal to go there. But we do have some extra coal stockpiles, as I recall, to the north that we can feed in here. That might not be true. We do have a big one to the south, though, which means we can run up another big transport load of coal that goes all the way here and then connects there and just feeds into the same system. And that'll put us in a pretty good situation. I suppose the alternative is I could have ran this line down to the south. Well, almost like just keep going on the same line. Run down here, feed the boilers first, and then actually come up, which would mean a much shorter run from the coal pile to the south if we do want more. Ooh, I kind of feel that that's better. I kind of feel that that's a lot better. What do you guys feel? I think so. Well, yeah. Let me do it that way. Sorry. All this. Well, I'm going to leave this vertical line in there because we can probably use it as a feed for something else. At least walking and right-clicking makes it pretty quick to tear things down. We're leaving little bits of coal behind. That's fine. Coal is biodegradable, right? Comes from biodegraded things, so it must be biodegradable by itself. Alright, pick all this stuff up. Alright, good. You over here. Let's tear these science centers down. Science. Pfft, who needs that? break this and just scoop all this stuff up here. And yeah, we're going to get rid of this whole setup. And this thing's going to move over ever so slightly. Oh, redesign and housekeeping. You're so fun. Okay. We'll leave what else we have going on now. Then shoot, these are in the way. It's very inconvenient. So yeah, this is going to be my main coal line. Okay. Which is going to come from over here. So let's return the coal going this way. So a bit of a wasted time, but that's all right. Like so. All right. Tear this stuff down. And again, this all goes into my inventory, so it's not lost or anything. We didn't like waste the actual construction material. Just the time to place everything where it is. If I build this whole new area and I'm like realize there's some sort of fault in it, it's going to be quite demoralizing. Actually, here's something I don't like. The fact that coal is going on both sides. And that's because of this bit right over here. So we're going to rebuild that. You keep going that way. You go down. That way, all the coal will end up on the left-hand side, which gives us a little bit more control for later on down the road. Meanwhile, let's get this all reconnected. Like that, and then back onto the main system. And that should connect. Nope, not everywhere. Like so. All right. Good. So now, after it finishes down here, do I actually have room for another one? I do. I come around this way. Up this way. And yeah, we're probably going to use that one as is. But not down here. Scoop all this stuff up and scoop up all this coal that's on the wrong side of the road. And we're actually out of platforms, but we have a lot of materials for more. And of course we could scoop up some more. What do I want to do? Right click on these. There we go. Get her done en masse. Let's go and chop down these trees, get them out of our way. Alright, big industrial center incoming. So, okay, this track can still operate. Actually, where we want to do, that's what we want to do, is we want to come up like this. But we're going to have to put gaps in here to allow for room for electric poles. Yeah. And that's why we need the underground belts. So let's build a few of those. Boom, like that. So stuff will be going under there. I think we'll be okay. This will all make sense soon enough. I'm probably just overdoing it, everything. Just overthinking everything. Alright. You cancel that. Pick up this stuff. You are going to go up, and you should be able to run all the way through to the top now. Good. Okay, so this one that goes down is actually going to be carrying my iron. I guess I should go ahead and connect the route from the top now. Give it some purpose in life. Something like that. And like that. Okay. Now, furnaces. I should actually get my steel industry running on this. We'll start you way down below and figure out what we want to do with you. Oops, too close. Something like this. Long grabber, long grabber. Oops, it's another long grabber. Where's my short? Here it is. And like that. Then, of course, we need to connect all this to our power grid by doing something like this. Oh, right, these were my coal-powered coal drills. Well, let's go ahead and cap you guys off again, because we still have some use for you. There we go. So now we're making our metal plates here, in I think an arrangement that's going to be more future-proof. I can't actually do it on everyone, because where it's lined up with this pole, it won't work. Because these only have 2 wide. Yeah. God, these things take a long time to tear apart. I don't know if it matters, but I do need another iron axe, so. Alright, let's hope that that's going to be plenty. I love seeing all the arms go at once. Feels very active. Okay. This, I think, will be tons. I'm not sure, though. 8? You know what? We probably want 10. Let's go ahead and set up another set over here. Good. Now we're going to set up another chain. Should this go south? It's one possibility. We're definitely going to need more coal, though. Well, I'm saying that. I think it is continuing to back up, so okay. That's fine. Because we're going to want to run these metal plates into another set of furnaces to make steel. We don't need much steel, as we do need iron plates, at least not early on. But it's definitely something to consider. I've got lots of stone. I don't need to pick up any more over there. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Is... Actually, cancel that. Let's go in 5s. Is we should finish the research. Oh, right. I took apart my research labs. Let's drop them back in somewhere. And kickstart that again. Well, we don't need the steel production quite yet, but soon. I think what we'll do is we'll just drop the plates onto another conveyor belt system, and then we can have assembly machines making gears for us, and maybe have that go north. Yeah, we'll have like the bottom 5 produce gears. Actually, the bottom 6 all feed into a gear production chain. All right, that'll work. So we need assemblers, which we don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going to finish this round of the research buildings first. Ray Boy says, put the poles on the other side so you don't use as many underground things. I suppose I could put them in here at this point, but the idea with this is I'm going to have another, like what you see here, I'm going to have a whole other set of it on the other side. And these poles will power all the inserters on both sides. I don't know if it's better or not. I mean, ultimately, the worst case scenario is you use a little bit of extra space. I am on an infinitely big map, though, so that's not too bad. All right, so we finished another group of research. We'll probably pick up the electronics first. Or the advanced. If we can get the steel furnaces going. Actually, the steel furnaces are very sexy. We can still use these stone ones, but if we can upgrade to the steel, there's nothing wrong with that. But we're not going to worry about it for now. So, we're going to finish these. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I canceled a couple accidentally. Make me 2 more. Oh, and these are 3. But that's actually works out okay with our spacing. Because we've got this gap here. Ooh. Or maybe not. I was hoping to feed into these directly. Shoot. All right, I guess we are feeding onto another conveyor belt instead, which is okay. So this is just going to drop metal plates, which is going to be transferred out like so. And then this is going to feed into an assembling unit. Which just exists to make gears. So how do you do the copy and paste thing? I thought it was shift click. Oh, copy. Shift right mouse button, then shift left mouse button. So, oh, there we go. That's very easy. All you guys, all y'all are making gears, which are being fed in like so. I suppose put them on the north side. Doesn't really matter for these. Do something like that. We need some more electrical poles. Oh, that doesn't actually power that. Guess we're gonna do it that way. And like that. And yeah, any excess metal plates, I probably want to do the thing where I put it in a box. That way I can always come by and just grab a handful of them. Am I out of inserters? I think I am. And then we'll get another set of these and actually just run out. We actually want to start making these in bulk too. This needs gears and iron plates. So probably we'll have a little production line here that makes platforms. I like that idea. Alright, so the same thing here. And then the inserter that goes that way. Like that. I'm actually going to put it here because I think I'm going to want to fit things in. And then What do I need to make the platform? Okay, only 2 ingredients, which means I can use an assembler for it, because I only need 1. Probably only the 1. Like this. Feed in that way, feed in that way. You are making the moving platform belts, and you're going to stick it in yet another box, say right there. I'm going to want some automatic inserter production soon because I'm getting kind of sick of making them by hand. There we go. So that's being produced that way. Excellent. Now, what's interesting is for our red potions, we need copper plates and iron gears. Oh, right, it's this one here that is the transporters and inserters. So we're going to want to start producing green vials regularly, and this is a good place to start. The inserters are kind of a pain, though. They've got 3 ingredients. We've got to make sure that we have unlocked our level 2 automation before that happens. And that requires electronics, which I guess is more important than the steel things. So, can we automate the red science pack construction at this point? This needs copper plates, iron gears, so the iron gears are all ending up there. We've got a bunch of copper plates over here in this box right now. We probably could. If I take these copper plates, bring them all the way over this way, I could have an assembly line that grabs... Actually, these gears are already here and accumulating. What do you think here? I mean, I can just fill a chest up with copper plates sort of manually from time to time, but it would be really nice to just have it go by itself forever. And I guess if we're going to be manufacturing the inserters, which require the circuit boards, which require copper cables, I really do need to get the copper industry up and running. Now, though the main copper industry is actually going to be over here. So I think for now we're just going to set up a little temporary camp for that. And I think that's an okay way of doing it. So what we'll do, set up this machine here. Make a few more inserters. You're going to be grabbing from there. And also we'll have another box right over here that I will manually load with a bunch of copper plates because I've got a ton of them. So that should operate forever. And you will make red science beakers, which will then, actually they'll definitely get conveyor belted. Let me pull apart these science labs. And do something like that. Conveyor belt that goes that way. So all we need is power right there. Grab the beakers off, which gets fed onto there, which will get picked up by the laboratories. Science! In fact, we're going to want more labs. I'm missing electronic circuits. I cannot make them because all my copper bits are in here. Get 1 stack back. There. I think that'll bring me up to 8 in total. Although, actually, we probably won't be producing enough red beakers there. Really have to start making circuit boards soon. But we need level 2 automation before we can do that automatically. Are you still working? Yeah. Right, it's just slow to make those beakers. In fact, it might be too slow. I'm kind of feeling like it probably is. Damn. We're gonna need more assemblers. Yeah. Hang on, let's change this. So what we're going to do... What we're going to do is have a little downward going treadmill this way. So you guys are all going to be making the beakers. Like that. Like that. And then you're going to pull them off. Like so. There we go. And we'll see how many labs we can feed with this sort of production line. I don't really think this is a great setup, but it's functional for now. And then we'll just figure out a better solution that can do things in bigger numbers later on. Yeah, it just takes so long to make a damn beaker. Almost as long as it takes to just consume it. Alright. More science. More inserters. Beakerize me. So our goal is to end up with a backlog of the red vials at some point. And then, you know, expand the number of labs we've got going on. We could also use the level 3 labs that do build faster, but that's probably a bit of an overkill. Because of the rate at which this thing transfers into a box, that's actually the cause of our gear backlog right now more than anything else. I should actually replace the... Can I do fast inserters? Yeah. Let's get a set of them. Remove you. Replace with your fast inserter. There, I should use those for all my end of line guys. There we go. Because here they're capped by the actual production cycle. But putting things in the box is pretty fast. It'll stop if it hits the maximum of 1,000. But what I'm looking for is this, yeah, where you see the count is going up everywhere. It's always the goal. Obviously, the count's not going to really go down much if I'm not pulling things out of it to do other stuff either. But we're okay there. Good. Although there's not a backlog here anymore. This is not producing because... These are not producing because we're not getting enough metal. From up north? Really? And then we've got all this excess metal sitting here. I guess what I should do is actually take advantage of what we do have over here and get that reconnected anyway. I hate when it queues it up that way. Do it like this so I've at least got chunks I can work with for a little while. It's entirely possible that they... Is there a tree in the way? Huh. It's entirely possible that there's just like not enough power up north or something silly like that that I hadn't actually taken a look at. Yeah, my electrical demand satisfaction is very low. I mean, there might be other things going on, but I need more power. More power, Igor. More power. Alright, so that'll get that going once again on a relatively good pace, I think. Yeah, there we go. So now the iron is actually getting to the bottom here. So things should be getting fed into this stuff fine. Although, there's no actual output for these, which is kind of funny. They've never had a chance to really produce before. Oh, right, because I may have wanted to trim this line and have them produce something else. No. What was the idea? To have them send plates a different way, or to be copper? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Now they'll more or less just sit idle, but that's okay. So, we need a more full solution to our power. Which actually means we need a whole lot of metal plates on us, which means we got to go and loot that one box. Alright, let's go do that. Many iron plates. So, we're going to want... So I've got 2 boilers right now. So we want 1. That'll bring us up to 13 boilers, which is going to be enough to power 10 steam engines. Now, we're not going to go up to 10 right away, but we will throw an extra couple in there at least. We'll get the 10 boilers in place. That way everything is, you know, where it should be. It'll be like one nice long engine. And then if we need more power after that, we'll just build a second one parallel to it. So we're going to lose power entirely for a little bit, but that's fine. Where's my boilers at? Like that. Clearly going to need more inserters as well. Oh, I can only build 5 right now. Okay, we'll have to correct that momentarily. Oops, I'm in the way. Good. Now, what inserters I do have... Oh, I've got lots, okay. Rotate them the right way around. Do that. There we go. Wasn't sure that it'd be able to like kickstart itself unless I like manually put some coal in some of these burners. But now we should be in great shape. The water temperature is going to be 100 degrees all the way through. I mean, right at the bottom, it starts off a little bit cool still and then warms up. It's 100 degrees, easily runs all of these guys, no problem. Got the steam coming out, very neat little effect. Now we have 100% electrical satisfaction. So I don't think we were actually hitting a barrier with it, but we could have at some point. Hey, electronics got finished. Good. Automation level 2 is probably what we want next, but we might want to grab any level 1 techs we hadn't finished yet. They research really quickly. Let's just get them finished. Everything that only needs red beakers, we'll just get them researched and finished, and then we don't have to worry about anything anymore. Yeah, iron production, I guess, is about as optimal there as we can. The thing to do up north would be to build more mining units. Need some electrical circuits for that, which mostly means we need to grab some copper plates and then build them ourselves at this point. We don't have our automated electrical circuit area complete yet. It's starting to feel like laying out a CPU at this point. Oh! Really? Here you go. I forgot that you guys are not being fed coal automatically. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry for my neglect. Gib copper, please. Thank you. So, auto miners. Get a bunch of them. Make sure we're going to need a few extra transport belts, so we'll get them thrown in there too. Although I guess we had enough banked up. Such a walk. But it's a nice pile of stuff. All right. Auto miners. Do. And do. All right, dramatically more iron ore coming into our system. Your beaker is stacking with copper, not gears. Let's just see what they're saying here. Is there something wrong with my beaker production? Oh, it is doing that thing. Okay. So I was a little concerned about that because they're all coming on the same side. We get some awkward stacking stuff happening. So what I should do, because the arm will prefer to put things on the far side. So what should happen is I should put the box over here, the inserter going that way, and then fill the box with copper, and then it will put things on the far side of the treadmill. Now let me go and clear this all up. There we go. So now the gears will be put on the right side, the copper bars will be put on the left, and it should stack up both things on both sides. Hey, research complete. Lab efficiency, I mean, we'll want that. Is there anything that doesn't need a green beaker? No, we'll grab armor. We'll just grab all the red beaker exclusive stuff right now. There we go. And we've got this up and operational properly now. I could put a fast inserter here, but I don't think there's going to be that much of a demand. Ooh. Satisfaction is not as high as it could be. We need more engines. Which needs me to pick up some metal plates. You know what? This thing is not actually filling with metal plates at all anymore. So, obviously, we should go and hook up the rest of our little industry setup over here. Like so. And like so. Here I thought I was overdoing it with the copper production, but apparently not. We got weapons. Is there anything like... Oh, there. Automation level 2 only needs red beakers as well, which is good, actually, because we need the level 3 stuff to automate the green beaker production, which I will probably put over here. We'll get a set of 5 level 2 assemblers that are making green beakers. We just have to make sure we feed them in properly. And then we can get more labs going that way. We're still not getting quite enough red beakers to keep everything supplied. There's always the problem that this does not grab from the very end, which is a little bit annoying to me, but yeah, what can you do? We'll leave it there. But everyone is producing now. There was a bit of a gap where they weren't producing properly because the goods weren't coming in. So I'm not going to like fiddle with this arrangement quite yet. But it's possible, and it wouldn't be hard though, for us to put some more assemblers down here and make even more red beakers. Later on, the research per tick, like you can see when you look at the time, this is the cost per, or the time cost per cycle, and later on the time cost per cycle will go up dramatically. Well, it will go up. Some of these were like 10s, so then they burn through the red beakers very fast. So even though later things need more red beakers, they don't need them quite as frequently, so we should be able to keep pace pretty good, but we will want more labs. So, all right, that's good. I'm actually going to take another brief 2-minute break. When we come back, it will be the conclusion of our live stream Factorio bit. So we'll play until I have to stop at around 3:30 local time. So about 45 more minutes. See you in a minute, guys.